Welcome to episode 11 of the Darkest Dungeon playthrough. So, last time, we took on the Sonorous Prophet for almost no reason. And then directly after that, well, that was because we wanted our Martyr Seal, we sent our Leper into the Weld, and he did a shockingly high amount of damage. Even more than I thought he was going to, and that's mainly the reason why you bring a Leper. For today's episode, we are going to be getting our next party here. So Zackkimbo and these three unnamed people to level 2, and on a good percentage of the way towards level 3. We're going to be taking them on a level 1 medium apprentice run through the Warrens. And the item we're getting is a Blight Amulet. It's okay on perhaps a Plague Doctor, and the item itself is not actually that good. But we get 5 more crests for doing this, and we're going to be, even though the most resources we have currently are crests, we're going to be exhausting all of them this episode. So we're going to need more crests, even though they're the most common drop from loot and from curios and from mobs. We still want the bonus crests. I would like to take on this mission for the possible critical dice, but that's a short veteran mission. I'd have to take my main tier crew here, and Nate is currently drinking his tears away. The Dark Crown, which is actually an option for a veteran level, I'll talk about briefly. We can't go over this. The Dark Crown is an item you may have heard of from other Darkest Dungeon YouTubers, even if you don't play the game. The Dark Crown is extremely good. A couple metas ago, it was used for being one of the only items in the game that allowed you to effectively farm low light runs or no light runs, and good things would happen. Negative 25% stress is pretty huge, and plus 15% virtue chance is also pretty huge. Very good to bring to the Darkest Dungeon, and very good for doing long dungeon runs that are entirely in the dark. Great item. Not for us, because we're doing a highlight run, but overall Dark Crown is a fairly rare item, and it is really good, so I thought I would point it out. Don't really want to go to the Cove, don't need that. Don't really want that. Don't really want that. And we have 2 chalices up here. We of course always need deeds, but this item isn't too bad, and we're going to need more crests. So, let's start off with the stagecoach. We are not doing any stagecoach upgrades today. Instead, we are actually going to be upgrading the guild to the next level, which unlocks tier 3 skills. And it's the only upgrade we're going to be doing today. And it is going to cost us almost all of our, actually it will cost us all of our crests to do. We have 1 open spot, and just because this Leper has both Unyielding and Eldritch Hater, which are 2 fantastic perks on any character, I'm going to take him temporarily.
This man understands that adversity and existence are one and the same.
Now, this character, I mean, he is a Leper. We already have a Leper. I've already made Leper jokes, although Poggers did carry pretty hard last run. I don't think I'm going to keep 2 Lepers, but for now he fills the slot, and that's some fantastic perks for him. For stress relief, we have 2 characters that need it, and our lovely Caretaker is taking up a spot in our transept, and Richmond is in the Cloister. So, we're going to send... neither of these characters have problems with... she does. Well, Mom Italy's going to flagellate anyway. Let's see what happens. And we're going to send our random person here to the bar if the brothel costs too much and can give you syphilis. And I'm not sure what the bar can give you, but I don't like throwing people in the tavern, but we're just out of rooms right now. Probably next episode I'll be upgrading this next upgrade here, which allows us to put the cloister, or open the second wing of the cloister, which is fantastic. But for this episode, we are going to be purchasing this. We haven't spent any portraits in a long time. We're going to be spending all of them, or almost all of them, on this upgrade. So, using the item transfer process, we are going to transfer 4 of our busts into 6 crests, which gives us enough to purchase this upgrade.
A strict regimen is paramount if one is to master the brutal arithmetic of combat.
So now our characters can get tier 3 skills, assuming they are at least level 2, I believe, possibly level 3. I'm not sure what the requirement is for that. Hero level 2, yes. Alright. We opened up blacksmithing recently, and there are no or armor smithing, I should say. There are no characters in our current roster that have both tier 2 weapons and armor. We're going to change that today. and we're spent. We just spent most of our resources. So as for gold, we're going to be dipping into our gold reserves again, but we are running a medium dungeon, so we should be able to make it back. Wintergreen, we're going to be getting rid of Cove Phobe. That's really bad. Anything with stress in a nutshell is bad. And Adamus is going to be heading in and getting rid of Fear of Mankind, which is worse in my opinion than Dark Temptation. Because bandits can appear anywhere in any dungeon, and that can mean you could potentially have to deal with that debuff all the time. As for our medium Warren's run, same layout as last time. Arbalist in the back, Zackkimbo in third position, Man-at-Arms in second position, and our Hellion that's actually gone through a lot more trials than I thought she would in first position. We're going to be heading back to the Hamlet though, because I almost forgot. I just talked about it, and I don't want to forget it. We'll be purchasing an armor upgrade for each character. 5 more hit points for our Arbalist. We'll go from 26 HP and 10 dodge to 31 HP and 15 dodge, and so on and so forth. Now that we've spent about 9,000 gold, we're in hopefully a good position to make a lot of it back. We're not stressed out, and our characters are good to go. As for trinkets, well, it's time to give the Hellion the same treatment we gave our leper last time, which is tons of damage and more health. She's going to end up stressing herself out, but she no longer has those stress quirks. Well, okay, never mind. We treated one of them. If we can prevent her from getting too low on health, Thanatophobia won't kick in. I'm wondering if I should just give her that and give the damage to someone else, though. Now, let's do it. Because this counters this, so really she only gets more stress and her damage continues to go up. As for Zackkimbo, he will of course get his stun chance thing, and soon he'll be taking this blight trinket everywhere. For our Arbalist in the back, we're going to give the healing skill bonus, and I believe for our Man-at-Arms, we're going to do damage and speed. In the Arbalist now, we have to decide on, do we want what kind of resistance and where. Debuff or disease? In the Warrens, the disease is pretty bad. Bad enough that I would say a disease charm is worth it on someone that's not the Plague Doctor, because the Plague Doctor does not have self-medicate. Never mind. But he does have the Cure. The Cure will remove a disease and give disease resistance, so we're not going to take a disease-resisting trinket on him. Alright, our characters all have 2 except for our Plague Doctor. Do we want stun resistance? Do we want bleed skill chance? We are going to be taking, because of third position, this item, so I think we're going to go bleed skill chance here. 8 speed is still plenty. Now we have a higher chance to bleed. Alright. Party is set out. Let's load them up. There are several food curios in the Warrens, but they're not guaranteed to spawn. This is a medium dungeon, which means, I believe, assuming you do camp and you eat 4 food, 16 food, I know I have 18 on the screen, 16 food should be enough. That's enough for 3 hunger pings and camping, assuming you eat 4, but I am going to be on the extra side and take 20, because I will probably get 4 hunger pings, knowing this playthrough. As for blockages in the Warrens, I'm going to take 3 shovels. It is a medium run. Pretty much everything blights you here and bleeds you, so I'm going to be taking 3 of each for curios, 2 medicinal herbs. We'll take 2 skeleton keys for loot. I don't think we'll get 3 chests. That would be pretty lucky. Actually, I'm going to remove 1 each of these and add another skeleton key in its place, and 14 torches should be sufficient for a medium run. We don't need laudanum, and we don't need holy water for this dungeon. Actually, there is 1 curio we could use it on. I'm going to take it regardless. Alright, blown through most of our gold. Let's try to make it back. This is something I'm worried about later in the playthrough, is how exactly we're going to be making tons of gold in a highlight run. And we may have to do a couple low light runs, which will make that Dark Crown a lot more
To
useful.
prosecute our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
Alright, so this map is not too bad. We're going to come down here first. By the time we get over to the left-hand corner of the map, we're going to have no right-hand rooms left to scout. So once again, we only have to go through 90%, and this is a long corridor, so... A map. Not bad. Would have preferred loot, but a map can be better than loot sometimes, especially if it finds a hidden room. Which it did not. I was going to say, either there's a trap here and we didn't see it, or there's no traps for a while.
Art, his efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
That's a little annoying. %30 trap disarm, Man-at-Arms has 20, Plague Doctor has 30, and Arbalist has 20. Well, there is some stress on our Hellion, so let's go for it. But you got it. All done. We're going to walk in the rooms anyway, as I'm not entirely sure whether or not a map ping is considered exploration or not. I don't think it is.
Such blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
100 gold, not very much, but something. Hunger ping number 1. Do we have Hellions fine with this? A bandit should work with this. Yes.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
That was one of those food ones I'm talking about. You're not guaranteed the curios, so... Oh crap, I didn't even look. That could have been really bad. Wow, still no fights. We're gonna do this whole thing in no light then, because... these things can, they have a higher chance for additional loot,
Packs
such
laden
as that
with
jade,
loot
if
are often
there's no
low
light.
on supplies.
Alright. I am, however, going to light up this runway, because we don't know.
As the light
We don't
gains
know if
purchase,
there's anything down here.
spirits are lifted.
Second hunger ping, but our
and
bonus food
purpose
we
is
got
made
covers
clear.
that. 4 bonus crests, very nice. They're fighting here. No. Wow. A lot of empty rooms in a row here. So it's supposed to be a fairly long dungeon, but it might end up being very quick. Took a lot of supplies. I guess in the warrants I should take less food each time. That would save me some money. Another hunger ping. 3 hunger pings, guys, already. We had the food for it, though. But... hey, hopefully we'll get more hunger. Yeah. There's no way I'm running out of food this time.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Now we do have a fight here, finally. Let's see what we have. Triple spiders. Great. They're dead as long as we land this attack.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Hopefully we get the bleed here. Did.
A death by inches.
Bite is going to be fairly ineffective because there's no other spiders to back him up. And we'll just crush this guy. He did dodge, which is rather annoying. This can clear stress, right? Yeah. Anything else, so why not stress heal some characters? Hopefully the spider doesn't act first. It didn't. We should get a bleed here. Do, and it's down.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
That dismisses head on any character is just a huge damage bonus. If we had a reliable way to cure stress, putting dismisses head and legendary bracer on the same character is crazy damage. That character would be gaining a lot of stress. Another trap. 3
Cruel
damage.
machinations spring to life
More stress.
with a singular purpose. The light, the promise of safety.
Let's see what's in here. Hopefully some more fights. Nice. Alright, we got a room fight finally. Not too bad as long as we get this guy in the back. Double Blight is tempting here, but what are the odds we can stun the back to? If this lands, Iron Swan should be able to get rid of the Wretch. Did resist it. That ended up being much worse now. Yep.
Dazed. Reeling,
Punished for not stunning
about to
the drummer.
break.
Oh no. Oh my word. Well, good thing we have self-medicate. It's probably a disease. Or it could be. Our Hellion, sadly, is acting quite slow. We're going to throw on well, actually, there really aren't attacks that we can throw on. The redemption is even worth doing, so we're just going to do some damage.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
This plus Iron Swan should wipe out this back character here.
Decimated.
Alright, stress enemies are gone. Now we just need to worry about low chance of critting and possible blight. Like that. Should have gone. I thought they had less health than 11. I should have gone for the stun there. This is bad. Alright.
Continue the onslaught.
Why not put up a post and kill the target at the same
Destroy
time? Maybe try to do
them
some healing when we can.
all.
Try to get that. Try to get Zackkimbo back in a healthy state here. No critical hit on the corpse. Again, not likely, but worth a shot. This might kill, it might not kill. Restoration did
Annihilated.
kill. If I got another turn, I would have gone for more potential stress healing. Alright, what are we not going to use here? I'm not going to use this.
In
torch.
radiance, may we
we can use it
find
right now.
victory.
Alright. Nice, more keys. That's kind of a smack in the face there. The chance of getting the Holy Water Curio is probably not too high. The Emerald instead. And move on. Hunger Ping. That's our fourth Hunger Ping or third? It's either third or fourth, I don't remember. Pile of Bones. Medicine Herbs. No. Forget which one that is. That might actually be the Holy Water Curio. That would be pretty ironic. But I don't think it is. That's just kind of a whatever curio. This pillar's always good, I believe. Alright. Who's worse? Drummer or Wretch? I'm gonna say Wretch. Bring him forward. Will we get our Highwayman or our Man-at-Arms or our Hellion to attack him? Nope. Stumbling's Wretch, just put it right back out of range. Not out of range of this. 78% chance to hit, did fail there. Go for 88% chance from our Arbalist, which continually rolls low. It's alright. He likely wouldn't have died regardless, but that wasn't a very good turn for us. We don't have anything that can hit that position now. We can always Iron Swan the back.
Eradicated.
That was pretty lucky. Iron Swan does really good damage to one of the hardest positions to hit. And does even more damage because of her Dismas's head. They should be able to finish off the Wretch if it lands.
Their formation
Does.
is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I'd rather stun the front character, but a stun is a stun. It's worth doing. Probably get a double stun here. Did. Activate Riposte and try to heal up our Plague Doctor. Stress is beginning to rise. It isn't too much of a problem, but try to act on that. The Brawler isn't as bad as the Chopper here, so. Yep, we missed our dagger. Ooh.
Grievous
It's
injury.
been I mean, that attack almost never
Palpable
crits.
fear.
I don't even know if I've ever seen Rend of the Old Gods crit. Surprising. Alright, she doesn't currently have her buff from first position, so we're going first on this guy. Health is important. Probably more than doing damage, that's stun target, so let's try to see, is the bleed worth it or do we just want damage?
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
In that situation, damage was definitely the better option, but the crit, of course, was not guaranteed. Our brawler is dead. Go for a buff.
Great is the weapon that cuts on
Alright.
its own.
We have some semi-nasty bleeds here. We have a damage buff. I think I want the damage buff on the Arbalest, or I want the damage buff on our man-at-arms. Let's put it on the man-at-arms so we can hit their position. Cured and buffed. 15% damage until camp, and accuracy and crit. Huge crit chance. We will probably be camping soon. Ooh. Let's see, do I want to get rid of what? I want to go for a chance of getting rid of Thanatophobia or Guilty Conscience. Anemic isn't too bad. Yeah, let's try it. Well, no. We're going for it in the Hellion. So this has a chance to remove a bad perk, and we're totally doing it. Guilty Conscience removed. Alright, not I would prefer it if it was Thanatophobia, but that's still pretty good. Free bad quirk removal. Good carry. Trap. 3
Mechanical
damage.
hazards
Bigger
possessed
bleed.
by evil intent.
We'll camp in this room if it's empty. Which it's not. Fight our way through. We did surprise them though. Blight would be good if we can counter it up with Iron Swan. So pretty much this is the better play if the Blight sticks, because we can do more damage to them than they can deal to us, considering the front two characters don't really do much. Alright, Drummer's dead, and Arbalest can hopefully do enough damage to this character that dies to the Blight.
Press this
It does.
advantage. Give them
Alright,
no
that was
quarter.
kind of a tough call. The Blight there ended up being worth it. Wow! A second crit from an attack that almost never crits.
Slowly, gently.
We got lucky there because
This is how
watching
a
the crit the
life
third
is
time.
taken.
No. Alright, the stun is probably the better play though. I don't really know in the official playbook of Darkest Dungeon what exactly is the better play there. Hopefully our Arbalest will be able to get to go soon. Wow. Unbelievable. Alright.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Good. 6 damage. It's a bit of a high roll for a non-crit, but I guess he does take more damage. The chance of stunning there was lower, so we didn't do it. This should stun, and we're trying to get as many actions off as we can to heal Zackkimbo here.
Soothed. Sedated.
Alright, okay. That's so stressful. There.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Alright. This is a food curio, I believe. I actually want this to go back and get that curio. So let's go to the anti-venom, grab this, and we're gonna camp. Definitely
Huddled
eating our
together,
feast.
furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a
Food we got
maze.
here. Alright, I believe the same layout as last time. Nobody has a disease. No one really needs healing. That's kind of bad. Debuff there. We're going to be doing, well, I think weapons practice. Weapons practice. Battle trance. Instruction. And pep talk. Or no. Encourage. Alright. Battle trance. Weapons practice. Instruction. Accuracy and speed on our arbalist. And encourage on the Hellion. Alright. We were ambushed. How bad was the ambush?
Trickery
Kind of bad.
and boogeymen.
We were not surprised, however. Oh. Never mind. Well, we're definitely going for the stun on this character. No drumming in my house. Alright. Fallen Chain. Can be a stun on Zackkimbo. Does land. Arbalist can't do anything from here. So we're going to rotate her back. We have a damage debuff because we're not in the front position.
Obliterated.
But that's not going to stop our Hellion from wiping out that drummer. We post, or do we try to stun? Or just flat kill? Munch on our character that already has the status of ailment. Not good. Wipe out that, well, actually, we can go for... Someone else can kill that character. We can try to stress heal off of this. That's what I'm going to do. Until we get stunned. Oh, we resisted it. Alright. Let's go for a post here. Some misses. Post still activates, though. Someone killed this stupid worm. Alright. Yeah, Chopper left in the back there. Let's move him forward. Hopefully that's done. Which we did. Begin the process of trying to heal our Hellion back up.
But never hidden.
Never mind. I intended to do some damage there, but not kill him.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Well, that could have gone much better. She is in position 1 now. We didn't gain too much stress, so honestly that wasn't actually that bad. Still could have gone better though. I want to go back and grab this curio. Because I believe it is our holy water curio. Which means more money. Money is something I care very much about in this game. Hello. It is. Huh. That's funny.
Handsome reward for a task well performed.
We acquired the single curio that takes holy water here, and we acquired it after I specifically said we're not going to need to do it. Alright. Highest stress is our Plague Doctor with a 30% chance. Let's try it out. Disarm successful. I don't really have any bonus food, so I'm not going to eat. Yeah, we have enough. Actually, yeah, we do. Does she eat 2? That's enough for 2 more hunger pings. We're getting 2 more maximum. There's no way we're getting 3. If we get 3 hunger pings more, that means we will have had 6 hunger pings in this dungeon. Nah, that's just silly. Alright, what do we have in here? Let's do this. Ooh! Quadruple spiders. Can be scary. These 2 will guarantee dead in 2 turns, though. Which is nice. And we dodged the... That wasn't the mark. This is the mark. Play Doctor marked. Alright. And stunned. Our posting off of these guys doesn't even matter because they're never going to attack our man-at-arms. They're only going to attack the marked guy. So, going for stuns is kind of pointless. Try to do as much damage as we can. I failed, however. Healing here really isn't worth it until these things are dead.
Executed with impunity.
We can't heal in this fight. This is a kill as fast as possible situation. 10 damage. Great. Non-crit.
Another one falls.
No more marks. Now we're just damage dealers. Death's door. Oh, okay. Rock retribution. Why not? Maybe we'll get our Arbalist to go. Sweet. Alright.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Got plenty of empty inventory slots. We're definitely going to go exploring some more. A fight right here. Who is this? Okay, this isn't too bad as long as we give it to the drummer. Ooh, she actually high rolled for once. In that case, I'm gonna try to play you. Not even worth stunning if you're just gonna. Now it's gonna get a stun action.
The will to fight falters.
Oh, maybe we'll get him here. Thank goodness. Alright. How are we missing, like, front position? Do we have an accuracy debuff? No. Whatever. Alright. You don't get to act, sir. 13 damage. Nice. Dead. Alright, with one of them we can play around. He won't do too much damage. We can try to heal. Again. It should land. Alright. For a damage buff on that. Yeah. Actually, no. We'll try to crit this quick. Try for a critical attack there. Alright. Arbalist. Let's try to heal the hell out of him. I'll stun you. It's okay if our Hellion loses her damage buff. I don't want this guy getting more actions before we get to.
Weakened.
Let's go, Arbalist. Sweet 6. Oh, nice! Alright. It's worth playing around. Let's finish. I'll scare this guy before he can act. I don't want any more attacks.
This expedition at least promises success.
Getting a lot of crests. Very good. And more loot. Nice. Not too much gold this run, but decent loot. That's why I'm going to have you take 2 food. Save 2. Let's clear this trap out with the Hellion. Nice. And... oh, no more bandages. What a shame. 3 rack of blades in the same dungeon. Guess I gotta bring more bandages around here. Alright, we got a fight here. Hope this isn't too bad as long as we get rid of the Acolyte. She goes first, of course. 17 more stress than we would have gotten because we would have just stunned her, and then you're never going to get an action. Now our man-at-arms is stressed. And Stumbling Scratch puts her out of reach again. I'm not playing this dumb game. Die. Die. There we go. Don't want to remove the Hellion's buff, so we'll just post up this fool. Look at that. Proposed practically killed him. Go for a stun on our cultist here. Stun was successful. Heal the Plague Doctor once again. They're going to attack the Man-at-Arms. Healing will be kind of pointless. Stun was not successful. That's good enough healing on our Blade Doctor. Can't really stun here again, so we'll just go for a crit maybe. I think he's gonna get an action off. Let's hope he goes for the... No, did not go for the Man-at-Arms. Oh, but he did dodge. Very nice. Alright, you're done, son. Nothing to see here.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Indeed. Ah, more loot.
A fortune, waiting to be spent.
Alright. We need the shovels? We don't need the shovels. I don't think. Nah. Alright. We're gonna walk back after we can walk in here, because that rack of blades can bleed your character, which is bad. But bleeding isn't all that bad when it's the last thing you do in the dungeon. I don't think it can give bad quirks. Maybe it can, like Bloodthirsty, but there is a chance we'll get loot off of it without having to use a curio, so who do I not care about? Who has bad quirks anyway? You have some bad quirks, you just got rid of a bad quirk. And those two are locked in, so you can take a bad quirk. I can remove. Let's do it. Let's go for Hellion. Hey, worth extra jade. What? Oh, that's dumb. Okay. What can we not salvage here? Let's take this and take the jade. The real question is, what is this curio? I think it's a stack of books, if I remember correctly, and we're not going back for that, so we're out of here. We have no empty inventory slots. We did good for loot. Not too bad, so let's go.
The twisting tunnels seem a little less impossible.
$10,000 gold isn't too bad. That replenishes roughly what we spent, and we should be getting some serious crests for this. $32 crests on top of the 5. That's 37, and we spent 38. So we made all but one crest back in one episode. Very much so worth. Alright. Level 2. Our Hellion picked up Mediator. Improves stress reduction while meditating and while camping. Very good. Night Owl, a useless skill on our Man-at-Arms, sadly. Zackkimbo picks up Thanatophobia. Well, that's really bad. And our Arbalest picks up Evasive. Not bad. That's gotta go. No Thanatophobia for you, Zach. We're fixing that.
Perhaps things are not as bad as they seem.
And we got one good week. This is quite rare. Wow. Alright, everyone has a massive stress relief heal even if they aren't being treated for stress. That's pretty great. Let's see. We lost our virtuous chalice because this idiot blacked out. Well, it's okay. These quirks were successful. Level 2. Alright, so we lost at least we lost our chalice, which is a perk I don't care about. Or I'm sorry, not a perk, an item. So these guys have like a buff around them? No, they would just have one good week. Sweet. Certainly wasn't expecting that. As for the medical ward, I dislike Thanatophobia to such an extent that we're going to be getting rid of it right now. Goodbye. Alright, I'm not sure what I'm going to do for next episode, but we had this crew here at level 2. And we have another level 3 party. They're in striking range of level 3 now, and we got to start working with the newbies once again next time. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed. and we'll see you next time on the following episode of The Darkest Dungeon.